Hi friends, Kelly here. Welcome to my channel. Today I am back in Case Closed Companion Project, the mini accordion travel, detective travel log, whatever I'm calling it. Here we are again. So last time we were together on this project, I worked on these two pages here. And so I moved on, and as I said, I'd probably do some of this off camera for the sake of time. And here is what I worked on most recently. So let's do a quick run through of these pages. So as you can see, I added a pocket. So this is a piece that I had made just when I was sitting at my desk fiddling around, and I had it kind of in that little bin. Where's that bin? I have this little bin of things I've been making as I go. So that was sitting in there. I decided to turn it into a pocket, and then it has this little tuck spot here. So, and this piece was already done, so that goes there. I made another identity card. Actually, what I did was I sat down one day and I made a whole bunch of these. So I just pulled this out of my stash of identity cards I already had ready to go. So that's tucked in there. And then the final thing in this pocket is just this piece here. It's all I did was add a few stamps, and I added basically the red stamps and a little bit of splattering, inked it, nothing on the back. So that is in here, that's tucked in here. So that's that page. I really liked having all of the faces, so I decided to carry that through on this side as well. So I had mentioned this in my last video. I had burned a little hole in this pocket. So I was trying to think of something that could peek through, and I just really was struggling with it. I decided not to worry about it. So here I just put a few embellishments on the front of this pocket. And then the inside pieces, I wanted some varying height. So I took this piece. This is just a piece from one of the Alcatraz, did I say that right? Alcatraz, yeah. Cards. I don't know what they are. All of these, not all, a majority of these things can be found in the link in the description box, where I direct you to my Etsy curated collection of things that I've used. So all I did was do a little stamping, and then I backed it with just another piece of random card. And again, just did some stamping. Now the reason why I did all this is because you can actually see it poke out the top here. So when you see it from the back side, I want there to be something there. Okay, and then this was, I think I had talked about this in a previous one. There was another, I think a couple or something on like a wanted poster or a lost poster, some poster. So again, I just did some stamping. I kind of stamped it off the edge. I really like that look. And then on the back, I just added a few more stamps to just a random thing I put on the back. So that tucks in there. And then this little piece here, again, more stamping. I did some stapling, this little photo, little stamping here, little stamp there, but this was also just a piece cut off from probably something like this. So that can tuck right in there. One of the other things I did is I alcohol dyed some staples, so that when I'm working on this project or projects like it, is it in here? Yeah. I currently have some in my tiny attacher. Come on, let's get that out. These are all random things, but here is just, I just took a couple of little staples from the box of tiny attacher refills, and I just put some alcohol ink on them, so that when I use them, they already the color I want, not silver. Okay, so there's a little extra bonus tip trick for you. The other thing I've done since last we were together, let's see, I made a change over here. I didn't love the big card that was there. If you'll remember, it was a skeleton, like a head. So I added a few pieces. Oh, here's the couple from the other side of the poster that has flippy floppy. Where is it? This picture here. So there, I used it. Okay, back to, where am I going here? So for this one, I just attached it to a piece of card. Again, it's got some stuff in the back, add a little stamping, so that's tucked in there. And then this was a piece I had, I did some stamping on the back and put condemned and just tucked that right in there. I liked that better for this story. This is maybe the daughter of the couple, I don't know, it's Halloween-y, right? So, you know, why not? I made another card here because, again, I wanted to have things sticking out the top. So I think they actually just took this out of a different thing I'd already made. So you've probably already seen this. I just decided I really liked that. And I just added a few pieces here. So it's sticking there. And I can't remember if that was already there. I think it was. And then the card with the head, I just decided everything needs to have more than one piece. So that was kind of what happened. I just tidied a few things up. And then I think I've already shown you all that. Okay, so back to where we are at. So that is our most recent, or my most recent piece. So now I'm moving on to this spread, and I think I might even work on this today. We'll see. I kind of want to be done with this so I can get back into the big folio and carry on with that project. Okay, so let me move this aside and show you some of the ideas I have today. Okay, so I have some things on my desk already, and I decided to do a little pre-planning because I just need to get this done, and I wanted to have a little bit of thought go into this. So I have several little things here that I can make. So let me walk you through them. We'll just start over here and kind of work our way around. I decided I want to add something for Mr. Dutch Anderson. If you'll recall from back one of my earlier videos, and the playlist is linked below for all of this case closed project. I kind of talked about this. This is the back cover of the folio. I decided today what I want to do is something with maybe this photo here. So I think I have an idea. What I was thinking of doing is just cutting this out and then backing it with one of these pieces here. But then I had another idea, and I'll share my inspiration here at the end of this whole part because I kind of want to save that one for last. But this is kind of where you'll get it. I decided I wanted to use this one here. And I'm gonna make like a little card, and I think I'm gonna use both of these photos. Oh, we don't have to worry about that. I think what I'm gonna do is do two of them, and so it'll be that, and then I think I'll also use that one. I could do front back, but I think that's what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna do something like that, and then maybe cut a bit of this apart and stick it on a card. So that's one idea that I want to add. I keep coming back to these two just as extra little tuck-in cards, so I'm going to do something with these. Mostly it's just going to be inking and distressing, and probably, I think I kind of like that stapling to the card, so I'll probably just do something quick with that. These items I don't want to forget about, and I want to, let me grab the book. Here we go. I want to put another pocket on here, so I'm thinking I'll use a bit of this, because I think, did I use this in here? I don't know if I did. I might not have. I just have it left over from a different project. Yeah, okay. But I think it goes well, especially if I distress it and ink it. So I think I'm going to add one more pocket, and then that way I can fit these taller things in. Maybe that one. I don't think I'll use that one. I think this is going to go in the big book. This one, and then maybe I just still want to use this. So I might also make a window. Yes, I think I want to make a window, and I'm going to grab another die and put it with it so I don't forget, because that's kind of how I roll. And this will go in the big book. So let me grab a die for that so I don't forget to put a window in it. Okay, I pulled this out. This is the Chapter 3 coin envelope, if I remember correctly. And that's too big. Come on. Yeah, I think it'll be that one. I like that one. So that'll have a window. And that way, and I'm probably gonna have to do some acetate, which I have a bunch that's already alcohol dyed, ready to go, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that. That is one of the beauties of sitting down and doing things like that, is that you're ready to go. So that's gonna be a pocket. So let me set that over here. Okay, get this out of the way again. All right, here is another card I already had ready. It's inked. Yeah, it's already inked. And then I had this piece on a wanted poster. And by the way, in case anybody caught this, I'm not going to pull it out and show it again. When I was looking through all my stuff, I'm already inky today. I was looking at some of these posters, and I had gotten a new one recently. I think when I started this project, I shared it, and there were a couple. I used one of them, folded it up, put it in this project. The other one, I didn't even look at it. I didn't look at the words on it, and it was like a wanted poster for a criminal that did something very, very terrible. So not murder, but something else super equally, or I don't know, equal, but awful. Most often done to women. So I'm gonna just leave it there. I don't want to say the words out loud. So I will not be using that piece, and I'm actually kind of disturbed that somebody put that in an Etsy digital pack. So there's plenty on the page. You know what? I'm just going to show you, because otherwise you're going to be like, what are you talking about? Let me get it. I'll just cover up the bad word. Okay, this is the piece. I covered up the word. It's 4 letters. I'm not going to go any further. But, oh, my voice totally cracked there. But this is cool. This is a neat drawing. Description. Like, all the other things are cool except for what this gentleman is wanted for. So I don't think this is actually even real. I think this is a made up thing. But still, even that makes it actually even worse. If this is made up, this is not an authentic piece of vintage ephemera from this era. Why would you? Why? Okay, anyway, that's enough of that. So I will use this piece, but I will be taking out the thing the guy is wanted for, because that is just terrible. To be fair, all of crime is terrible. All the criminals that are showcased in this project are terrible. What they did is terrible. I wouldn't say the people are terrible. I think that all can find redemption in life. But murder is worse than probably any of it. But I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. Back to crafting. Going down a rabbit hole here. I like this piece, but it's really big. Really, really long. So I thought I would just add it to either side, and then I folded it in half just so I could have it tucked together nicely, and I went, I kind of like that. So I think I'm going to do something like that, and then I just cut out, get my fingers to work, a couple little bits here. So I'll probably do some stamping, and then maybe put these on either side of this card. Especially because I think one of these said something about alias. Somewhere. I thought I were, oh yeah, John Vanderstein alias Harry Norris. So anyway, I thought that was kind of neat. So that's going to be one piece. Okay, this piece here on this side, I don't know if I've already distressed this or if it came printed this way. I think it's printed that way. Actually, what I think it is, I might have printed it twice. I might have printed the suspect record onto a background paper. I don't remember, but that's a cool trick if you haven't done that. So I'm going to fill this in somehow with some stamping, and then I think I'm just going to do some kind of, just for the back, something like that maybe. I don't know, just wanted to have another thing. I also grabbed these little bits here. The word escape caught me. That might be Dutch Anderson. Actually, I'm going to put that over there. And then this, I just like this tag, this ticket. So it'll probably be a piece of ephemera. I'll just leave those together. I pulled out a paper clip because I want to try to do a hidden paper clip thing. And I thought that would be fun to do with this slide. So I have a couple of slides here. And then I thought I might end up doing, this is the inside. So I'm going to try something with that. And then I'm so excited about this. I watched a tutorial by, I don't know if it's a tutorial. I think it would be maybe a tutorial. I watched a video by Crafty by Tony. Is that it? Yeah. Here, let me just bring this on here because I was I was really just watching it as background noise while I was doing some other stuff. And then I kind of like was like, oh, I think I'll pay attention to what she's doing. And I was like, wait a minute, I have that. These are, I had some fun this morning printing. These are by Art House Whimsy, the criminal type. There are 5 sheets of different people. And you know what's funny is I didn't print the one that I wanted. Wait, is it back? Let me grab. I think I did actually. Let me grab it. I did, I think. Is this it? Nope, this isn't it either. Huh. What's interesting. I thought I printed one of them. Yeah, okay. You know what? This is. So, here's what I have. And here's what I'm going to make. Tony made little slide frame negatives. So she had the photos printed on transparency, which I also have. So I'm going to try to do something similar, and I will just link her video for you to go watch for kind of the more in-depth how-to tutorial. Because I'm just going to be muddling my way through it, but I thought we could do it together and it would be fun and maybe encourage you to try something like it. But this same concept idea that I'm going to attempt could be done with, again, like botanicals, butterflies, fairies, whatever you're into. But here's what I have. I'm so excited about this. It's kind of creepy, kind of Halloween-y, even though that's not what I'm doing, although it does feel that way right now. They're really hard to hold on to. So I really like this lady up here, this lady here. I'm thinking of doing a lady, but I also really like this guy here and these 2 guys here. So hopefully you can see that. I think it's working. So I'm gonna do something with that with slides. So I pulled out my slide die cuts here. So I'm gonna use this one here, but I wanted to share with you a couple of the other weird prints that I did. So first off, the transparency is, this is my transparency film that I use. I got it on Walmart. I will link it. I've never used this before. I had something else that I hated. I bought this for a different project this summer, and I want to share with you why this is fantastic. And I've only used it one time, and I can thoroughly say I love it. Okay, first off, it comes in this envelope, which is super nice. Then it comes with a piece of tissue and then the film, and then a piece of tissue and the film, on and on and on. So it has a right side to print on, which I learned by mistake. So that is what I did here. I printed it. It has a front and a back. I printed it onto the side you're supposed to print on. So as you can see, I'll do it down here. It doesn't rub off. Actually, I have a really, really interesting thought. I'm going to come back to that. So I have an HP inkjet printer. This works perfectly for this. And then a bonus is the tissue paper. So what I did was I was curious, and I was also hopeful I didn't ruin my printer. I took that piece of tissue paper, I trimmed off a bit. So if you'll see here, I have this print, I have it taped. This is tape. Where's my tape? I just used invisible tape. I taped it at the top. So I cut, you know, about a 1/4 inch of the tissue paper off. This is the tissue paper. You could use tracing paper. You don't have to have, obviously, this, but I'm going to use it. And then I taped it to a piece of 32-pound paper. So not copy paper, something with a little more tooth, but not as thick as a cardstock. So that it would run through my printer. And then I ran it in so it would go feed in this way. And then it printed on this tissue paper. So now I have this kind of, you know, somewhat transparent tissue paper. Plus it's crinkly and I love it. And then up here, let's see here, it's smearing. I can just cut these off, but I also was thinking I can maybe do something with these, but it smears off, so I don't think I'm gonna. But I really love this here, how it's like more transparent here, but then it's more opaque there. I don't know, I just thought that was kind of interesting, so I'm gonna try to do something with it. Then I printed it on just a piece of regular vellum. My printer was like, yeah, we're not doing that again. But I wanted to point this out. Look at this guy. You might recognize him. He is one of the characters from Tim Holtz's current Halloween ephemera. So wherever Art House Whimsy licensed their photos from. Tim Holtz obviously found the same things. So there you go. That's kind of neat that covered in ink. I don't want to buy that Halloween stuff, but now I have one of them. I saw this guy in somebody else's project and she named him the Bone Collector, I think. I don't know. It was really cool. Then, here's where things went a little wrong. This was my first attempt to print on transparency, and I just threw it in my printer. Well, it printed on the wrong side because, as you can see, it's smudgy. I've done that before with bugs. That was terrible. But look at how creepy these are. Like, hopefully you'll be able to see this. I'll try to zoom in when I edit, but they're super creepy. Like, their eyes are even more hollowy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to either sandwich another piece of transparency over it, hope for the best, or put it through a laminating sheet. I've done that before. It kind of spreads the ink out a little, so it might be a terrible idea, but I have it. I'm going to try it. So we'll see what happens with that. So in the meantime, I have to make sure I don't put that anywhere where it's going to get all smeary. Okay, so that is what I want to work on today and get these pages done. I have a suspicion that these things are going to take me a while. So this is either going to be a long video or a two-parter. So I'm going to save this piece for a little bit because this might end up pushing it to a two-parter. Okay, these are the things I'm going to start with first, just to be able to kind of get my juices flowing and get going. So we need to do some inking and distressing. I gotta find my stamp mat. Okay, so I'm gonna want to back these with something. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back them with each other. And they're gonna just be one on either side. Let's see where we're gonna put it. Because I have so many things, let's just do a quick assessment. If we have, let's see, wait, wrong page. Okay, we'll have a guy there, and maybe a lady, and then maybe one more thing. Maybe this thing here. So there'll be a couple things there. Then this one, no, this way. I know this is not what this is gonna look like, but just so I can see. So I do that, and then I'm thinking maybe the paper clip will go over here. Okay. And then maybe one of the negative, how am I gonna do that? Because if I make a negative slide, but then you put something behind it, it kind of defeats the purpose. So, gotta think about that. The Dutch Anderson stuff can go in here, and then the pocket will go here. And I don't know, the negative things, maybe, oh gosh, maybe that's gonna be some ephemera for the big thing. Oh, might be. Okay, so now I have a bit more of a plan of where things are going, or at least how many I need to make. So I do want to keep those two separate, so I gotta back those with something else. Not a big deal. Okay, I have these pieces here, and I just don't know that I'm ever gonna use them, so I think I'm just gonna use these as the backers for these cards. They're pretty, and you know, it's fine. It's just for the back. Okay, that goes over there. Okay, so that'll be the back of these two cards. I am going to make them independently, but we need to do some work to these because these are far too crisp and clean. So what do I want to do? I think we're just going to keep it simple here and do just some basic, oops, sorry, that was loud. Just some basic inking. Start with, well, let's start with antique linen and see how that goes. That already makes a huge difference. Yes, that is a huge help. So I know I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. Get yourself some antique linen because it is the perfect ink for this. I prefer things to be on the warmer tone, so for sure antique linen's the way to go for me. Okay, so that's my base, but now we got to add some more stuff to it. It's a little too clean still. So I've really been enjoying brushed corduroy. I don't have a pad for that though, do I? I keep putting it away. Let's see. You're probably not supposed to combine, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I wonder if I spritz it with a bit of water. I need something to pull that off with. I don't have a paper towel conveniently located, but it's all right. Okay, that's just enough of that. Let's put that away. That's dangerous because I'm still not sure what I'm doing with it. Okay. Scorched timber, vintage photo, old paper, tea dye. Here we go. I want to use tea dye. Make some cracks and crinkles in it. And maybe just a little there. It'll tear it a little. I'm gonna ink over that some more anyway, but there we go. And go right through this guy's face. Yeah. I love that. And then I think I'm actually gonna rip a little off the bottom. Okay. All right, now we can do some inking around it. I'm gonna use the vintage photo ink. I didn't rough it up, actually. Let me do that. Just a smidge. Okay. I've had this whole week off and I really haven't, well, I take that back. I have filmed one thing. You guys are gonna probably have already seen that because I think that's the next thing I'm gonna load. I started filming a video, not the crime theme one, but I worked on these little mini accordion books back in the beginning of September, and then I was also dealing with allergies at the time, but turns out it was not just allergies. I had a full-blown cold, which then turned back to allergies, which then turned into, I thought I had pneumonia for a bit, but I think it was just another cold. I got two. So I didn't film the second, I kind of had like a break in the filming, and then I was like, I'll be right back. And then I was actually not back for a month and a half. So I had to watch the video, edit parts of it, and then try to film the second half. And so again, you might have already seen that one, and it's a little, I don't know, I think it's probably a little out there. But I was happy to have that done. So that's what I did this week. And then yesterday I spent the majority of my day catching up on some church stuff. Actually, I did that a couple times this week. But yesterday I did a little of that, and then I'm working on a project for a friend, putting together some digitals for her for a special project for Christmas she's working on. So I got that done, or partly done. And then I ended up buying, I don't know where it is right now, I'm not going to pull it out, but ended up cruising through Etsy. Actually, I think it was because of a video I was watching of Margaret. Showed, this was probably a while back too, it was like mushrooms from the Junk Journal studio. Oh, it was so pretty. So I ended up buying part of the kit, and then spent most of my day watching YouTube and fussy cutting. So let's see, I'm gonna need this one. That's what I spent a good chunk of my time doing yesterday. Where is my thing? So while I thought I was gonna film a bajillion videos this week, Really, I guess it's 1.5 because I'm doing this one and then I did the other one. Okay, I want to back this one. Doesn't really matter which. Just want to make sure I do it in the right spot. I'm just going to use a glue stick here. And I'll cut off the extra. That way I can trim it precisely. Get a little further over. There we go. I have a feeling I'm going to have to add a little more glue on that side. Let that dry for a minute, and then let's do this one. Let's see. Here. That ought to be enough. Okay. Ah! Sorry, loud. Right about there. And once again, I'm gonna probably end up adding glue on that corner. Okay, so those, I'll just let them dry for a few minutes. Got those ready. So then once they're dry, I will add my inking, but I'm gonna do a little more stamping. So I rearranged so all my things are far away from me. All right, I've got some stamps out. I think I want to use red. Where is it? Hello? Oh, here it is. Crackling campfire. So let's put some stuff on here. How about, let's see. Oh, I know what I did yesterday. I didn't just fussy cut. I made, I stamped a ton of stamping. I did some labels. So I'll show those in probably a very soon video. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I did a bunch of stamping and I did some masking and I was having a good old time. Really, really enjoying this vacation, and it's coming to not quite an end, but like it's getting to the point today where I better hustle because we are going to a friend's house for dinner tonight and I have to make a dessert. That's not really my thing. So I'm making fruit pizza. So basically I just got to bake a giant sugar cookie and cut up some fruit. I think I can handle that. Oh, that looks great. Okay, so that's good to go. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and stamp some of this too. Then I'll just ink it all. So let's see. Where is... Ugh, these stamps drive me nuts. How about name of remitter? I'm just going to keep going with some red here. Right there. And how about we do it on both? Because that would make sense. There. It's driving me crazy. How about, no, not condemned. Oh, here's another thing I did yesterday when I was working on my stamps. I cut this one apart. So now it just says collect, shipment, collect. Let's go there. There. Make your stamps work for you. You purchased them. You make them work for you. That's how I feel about that. Let's see. There. There. I could use a whole sheet of stamps that are just round things. Oh, that's what I should make. That's the other thing I worked on this week is working on my stamp collections I want to get manufactured. I worked on, I showed you guys a sneak peek last video, I believe it was, for this, or one of my most recent videos. And I'm sticking with the same concept. It's going to be very similar, same names and all that stuff. But I ended up going down a rabbit hole of new fonts, and I ended up finding some that I liked better than the ones I had originally used. So I'm having to do a little bit of rework, but I think it'll be worth it. I want them to be right. I don't want to rush them. And then the other thing I did this week is work on catching up my book, my reading journal, because whoa, is that woefully been neglected. And I did some stamping, and that's kind of what I like to do in that, is just use stamps to kind of do all my things. And there were so many stamps I wish I had that would fit for what I want to do. And so then I was like, I don't think we could have, for book people, book nerds, I really don't think, especially if you do stamping with it, I don't think there's too many. Just don't. So I made my own set that I worked on with some icons and just all the things I want. And I think some of them might be ideas I've seen other people use or do in their book journals. So I tried to make sure I made them. I mean, there's no such thing as an original idea anymore, in my opinion, but tried to make them very much mine. But there are a couple that are like, it's just a little icon of a book or headphones or whatever. Yeah, I worked on that as well. So that took up a lot of my time, actually. And it was really fun to be back into some digital design work. I haven't done that in quite a while, so I was really having a good time with that. I'm just really gonna do the same on both of these. So sign here is getting an upgrade, but then it'll be ready. And then I'm just trying to think of what other stamp sets I want. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do a bunch at once. So I'm trying to think of what else that looks like and what else I want and what else do we need. And then I was watching a video of Margaret's, and she was talking, I think it's a recent one she did this week. She was very excited about some new stamp sets from Tracy Fox, which are fantastic. I got to get my hands on them. I think I can get them in the US, but I'm not 100% sure. But I had to turn the video off for a moment because I was really struggling with, I don't know, pride, ego, jealousy, something. Because Margaret said something in there about, oh, Tracy, make us a thing of all signatures. And I was like, no, I'm doing that already. And then I was like, I don't want to watch this, because it was making me feel like sick to my stomach. Like, I got to hurry up and get those done. Like, it's a competition. It's not. I just needed to calm down, take a deep breath, and realize I'm going to make what I want to make, and there's plenty of market space for all. So there's kind of my true confessions of a maker and entrepreneur, I guess. So that was a little challenging for me. But to be, fair and transparent and honest, that's kind of just, felt those feelings, worked through them, and now I'm fine. So it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I kind of like this side better now. Oh, I love that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm going to finish inking these, and that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I like that. Okay, now it's time to get those on. I'm really glad I did all that. See how organic that was? I wasn't thinking, I was talking. And then all of a sudden I had an idea. And I really like it. So you're going to go there. Oh, yes. That turned out really cool. Pretty happy with that. Then you're gonna go on that one. Well, that looks way better than I could have imagined something coming together, so I love that. All right, so those pieces are done. So moving aside those, let's see, I don't want to forget about these pieces. Okay, moving on to this one. Okay, so here's an interesting thing, the suspect record. What I really want is names and descriptions, but I don't want to write it in my own handwriting because meh. And I don't have stamps that'll do it. And I don't feel like getting out my typewriter or anything else ridiculous like that. So I think I'm just gonna have to be okay with doing what I've done in the past, which is just write something over it or put something over it. So I think I'm gonna do that. This never works out quite as well as I want it to, but we're gonna go for it. So let's get this on a block. I did a ton of masking. I guess I could try that. The only thing I don't like is that I have Post-its or whatever, but I also have this stuff, and it's a little too sticky. I mean, it works just fine, but I had to keep rubbing sticky stuff off and it was making me crazy. Okay, so what am I doing here? What am I trying to mask off? I kind of don't want, you know what, I don't want to do that because what I don't want is this border and down here. So I think what I need to do is actually mask. This is going to be a lot of work for one stupid little thing. How about we just do this and then I'll clean off. Yeah, let's try that. Let's do this. And then just gonna do this because that's what I don't want on there. And have to be okay with it. Okay, so you're gonna go there. That worked. Okay. That's one thing. What else can go on there? What else? What else? How about, I have another one of these. I can do that again. This time I don't want specimen on there. It's weird. The rest of it's fine. Okay. And I'll just do this. I'm gonna go to dinner tonight with our friends and they're gonna be like, what is wrong with your hands? I was busy crafting. And they'll be like, oh, that makes sense. Okay, that works. Am I right with that? Then I think I'll put something bigger down there. All right, I'm gonna pull out tidbits. And how about we do this one? I kind of wish it didn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I just had like Reading Rainbow or something with Sesame Street pop into my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now it's in your head. Yeah, I wish the numbers were like mixed up because I think that you could use that more. But that works, it's fine. Okay. Anything else? I think maybe just something in red. Oh, I know. I want some numbers down the side here. I think there's something on eccentric. Yeah, here. That'll work out. There we go. That works. Okay. Now we need something in red. How about, let's see, notice your attention to this matter. Just put it there. Ugh! Gosh, I really don't like that. And what else? Maybe whatever this is at the top in red. Sorry, that was loud. Just gonna do it again because, oh, that's good. All right. Okay, moving on. All right, so onto the back. I don't think I'm gonna spend a lot of time on this. I think I'm just going to do that. Put some stamping on it. So let's see, what can I stamp? I know what I'm gonna stamp. Where is that block? I'm gonna use this big scripty one. And I'm gonna put my felt underneath it because I really want to get a good impression. I feel like that doesn't always happen with this one. So, and I'm gonna use VersaFine Clear because I want it crisp. Get this good and inked up. No messing around. Okay. And then get some good pressure on it. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Okay. I really do like this block. Let's see, where did I get this from? This is Stamp Abilities. And I have no idea how much it paid because it's crossed out. It says faded text background. Not anymore. Oh, I got it at Hobby Lobby. I probably bought it within the last year or two, and they don't seem to change these out very often. So if you're looking for this stamp, you might be able to find it at Hobby Lobby. Okay, so that's gonna go there, that's gonna go there. Let's do something else. Probably just that big round one. I like that one. Red. There we go. And then maybe a big number on the side. Gonna use this one here. There we go. Okay, where's the guy? And maybe that there. Now it needs something here. Something else attached to it. Do I have anything up here? What's this? No, that's weird. Doesn't make any sense. I'll find something. Oh, maybe I could use... No, I don't want to use that. Where's the little box of stuff? Let's find something in here. No. Evidence? No. It's weird. Gotta be something. Another person? Maybe. Could that be the same guy, maybe? I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Okay, I've got a few things here. I think I'm gonna use this picture. Okay. I'm gonna just do something like that. This needs to be trimmed down a bit. That's better. So I think I'm gonna do something like that, maybe? Kind of overthinking it, aren't I? Just that. Let's just do that. Okay, put that away. Ink and glue. Okay, got that all on there. Actually, I need to do a little destroying. There we go. Okay. The thing when I do these cards, when I do front and back and spend a little time on both, I don't know which side I like better. Which side I want displayed more. I think now I like the other side better. I think something with the people makes me, I really like those. Okay, next. Okay, I feel like I'm speed crafting again. Gotta get these done. All right, this guy is going here. So that, all I need is some inking and maybe a stamp. I know, before I forget what I want to do, I'm gonna find, what's going on here? I'm missing a stamp. Oh, it's right here. This one that says filed, I'm gonna put on one side. I'm losing my blocks. Do that. Let's do it there. And the other side, I want to put this received one. Like that. Yeah. Okay, then this one. I actually kind of want something big over it so I don't have to spend a lot of time with this. Let me see what I have. I have this one. I haven't used this in a while. It's got some nonsense on it, so I think I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to do it in... I don't want it to be super crisp. I just kind of want it to be in the background, obviously. So, do that. Where's the thing? It's going to go... Let's see, when it's in the pocket, I want it to be this way. So this is gonna go on this side. So I need more around this way. Let's do this one again. Like that. Okay. All right, something there and there. Okay, we need maybe whatever this little bit is. There. Okay, something here and here. Kind of want to fill the whole thing up. Let's see. I'm going to use this on the other side. So before I put this one away, let's just get that done. So kind of up in this corner. Ugh, it's falling apart. Not high quality, I'll tell you that. There we go. Let's check it. And let's see, something else up there. Well, I want to put something here, so I just need one thing there, but I'm gonna put, so this card is now done and it has been a week. So my camera decided, I'm learning, it's a brand new camera to me. It overheated apparently. I'm gonna have to figure out what my routine is going to be with this new camera. So I just carried on with this card and then I took a break and I haven't been able to film in a week. So I will just show you this card and then we'll just keep moving. I tried to go back and see where I left off, but basically I finished some stamping. So I think you guys saw this side. I added a stamp here and this little alias here. And I realized I think it's two different guys actually. It doesn't matter. Did a little more stamping on the side and added another one of those little black labels. So I have all four of these ready to go. So when I pull my little book here and test them out, these are looking great. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one on this side and then another one on this side. I kind of like that. And then I can move on and make something for this side and the back pocket. And I still want to do those negatives, which I might have to push to another video. We'll see. So I just need something to decorate here. I did pull out these little bits here. Something very simple. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated. Really kind of like this. I don't really want to put a lot on it. Let's see. I don't think I want to do another face. That's out. Oh, I was going to do a hidden paper clip kind of a thing to tuck. Forgot about that. Or I could do another slide. Being a week later, it's like all the things I said I was going to do, I kind of feel like I'm changing now. I could do another one of those. Kind of like that, but let's see. I'm running out of ideas? That can't be right. There's no way I'm running out of ideas. I also have some vintage book paper on my desk that I thought I could just stamp a few things onto. I might just do that, and I've got some of this. Let's just use some of that up. So why don't I do that? I'm gonna stamp this one here. Let's see. All right, it's kind of a longer one. The big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm probably going to do that every time I use this stamp now. I like that, but I kind of want to put something underneath it. So go above. Oh, that's cool. All right, and then I'll put something underneath it. Some other text or something. How about... Oh, you know what? Here's another really good number series I haven't really used much, I don't think. That is really cool. Another book page. So when you take apart your books, your vintage books, and you cut the pages down, save these bits because this is a great use for them. Oh, that is not long enough. Good thing I have another one. Yeah, cool. Okay, so I'll use a strip or two of that. And then what else can I put on that pocket? I just want to use up some more bits, so let me see what I can find. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to tear that. Yeah, that's cool. And oh, I was going to put something underneath this one. What can it be? Let's see what I have. What if we just do identification check? I don't know why, but we'll do that. Or is there something on an eccentric? Let me grab that one. Let's see if there's anything longer. Postmaster, return and forwarding postage. That's not really what I want. I'll just leave that one aside. Okay, let's just do this identification check. And let's see that there. I love it. I love it. So I've realized I was editing a video and I realized that there was like just a faint kind of like rustling sound, and I was like, what is that noise? Why is my microphone picking up some weird noise? And then I realized it was actually my hair brushing up against the microphone, because I put the microphone on, I clip it to my shirt just kind of below my neck, and my hair has gotten super long, and when it's straight it actually is long enough to brush across the microphone. So my sincerest apologies if you notice that in any of my recent videos. And I'm springing it up because my hair is straight and long again today, and I just caught myself with it across almost the microphone. So gonna have to be careful of that. I don't love this little gap. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna rip it. There and there. Yeah. Okay. So, and then I pulled this little bit out. So we do something like that, and we'll do one over here. And I've got a little card to go there. And I can do a card or a little label. Maybe that could go on that side. It could go on that side. And maybe I should stamp something in the background. I don't know if it'll show up. Do I want to do that? I don't think I do, actually. Let's just use these. Let me get this cut up and inked and onto the pocket. Okay, I have these two pages done. Here's what I did for this cluster. I just wanted to bring in that red again. So I had this little red 5. I don't know what it means. Doesn't really matter. Put that on there and did a little red stamping. And then over here, I found another little piece. I kind of liked having the text on there, and I had this little cluster going and it was just clearly missing something here. And then I thought, well, I mean, it speaks to somebody escaping and a reason for their escape. So I put a person in. I just couldn't help myself. I just really like having the people in here, apparently. Okay, so moving on to the last page and then the final pocket. And then we will be done with this book. And I am going to work on that negative that I want to do. I want that to be its own thing because I think it's going to be really cool. So I'm sorry that I teased you that it would be in this video, but it will be in a different video. But hopefully it'll be up relatively quick after this one so that you don't have to wait super long, because you know you have to wait super long for some of my videos. It's just the way it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do something here. I'm probably not gonna cover a lot of this because this is really cool. It's already got a lot of interest. So let's move this aside and figure out what's going in here. So I want to put this in here. This is gonna be like I don't know, just a little photo thing. Apparently I got nothing. So let's see here. I think my plan was to cut one of these out and then, or put the face in there. So this really tells me I need a background paper to make the thing out of. So I need to find something. Let me find something for that. Okay, so I grabbed just a quick pile of stuff. Really, I didn't spend a whole lot of time looking at what I grabbed. Oh, I don't need this page. Get rid of that. Okay, so I basically just need to cut out some bases. So I think I'm going to do two. I'm going to do this photo and this photo. So I need two bases. So I can do one out of that. Actually, I could do both out of that because I have this piece. I really did just want to cut this up and use this, especially since I printed on both sides. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to use this and I don't want to use that one. I don't really want the text on it. I think I'm going to do this. It's kind of fancy, but I think I'm going to use that for the front. That's just for the front. The back is actually just going to be a solid card made out of something here. So I've got my little, what's this thing called? Sidekick. I think this will work. Pretty sure, yeah, this fits through here. So I'm going to cut two of those out and then figure out how I'm going to get this photo done. Okay, so I have both of my little frames, which this one is just maybe too fancy, and I feel like maybe for the darker one it'll work. That might work. I'm gonna have to grunge that up or something because that's just too fancy. That works perfectly. Okay, so then all I need to do, looks like I got the edge there, but that's all right, is figure out where I want to cut this. I think I was maybe planning to add some acetate, but now I don't know. I don't think I want to. I think I'm just going to glue it down. So it'll go like that. So I basically need to cut it right about here. So that will be the inside, and then I'll cut down these cards here. Okay, so then yeah, it's a little fancy for a suspect card or whatever we're calling this. All right. Did I cut it too short? Nope, it's good. Okay. that's pretty cool. I was unsure how I was going to use these, this printable, but I really like that. So now I just need to figure out, oh, that's cool. I'm just going to use this card for both, actually. The back is going to be both of this. Both of the backs will be this. I'm not going to use it because that's really big in scale. That doesn't really make sense. So not going to use that. So basically I need to know how big to make this. So I'm just going to use my pencil, and I want it to be, this will go the outside, and then I can trim it down. Okay, so let me cut both of these out and I'll get this put together. Okay, I have both of my cards. So then that'll get glued there, and that'll get glued there. So I think to make it easy on myself, I'm gonna go ahead and glue the photo down. I don't think I'm gonna ink anything on the photo, at least not right now. Okay, that is down. Well, I guess I only glued the top and bottom. Actually, I am gonna ink here. See how there's this natural line to the paper where the original document was folded? I'm gonna fold that back and forth. And then I'm going to ink that right there, just to give it its, I think I am going to add a little ink. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So now this needs to get glued here. So again, I'm just going to run it here because I'm going to glue the whole thing down. So this is just to tack it in place. Like that somehow. Ooh, hello, come back, come back. There. Good. Excellent. Awesome. Okay. So that's good to go. Now, make sure they're the right side up. And I'm just going to glue the front to the back. And then a little bit of inking for, well, I'm going to have to do some trimming, clearly. And then a little bit of inking, well, a little bit of inking to this one, a lot, probably more to this one. Okay. It's a little crooked, and I can't move it. Okay, it is what it is, it's fine. All right, so this, I have no rhyme or reason to gluing, clearly, because I put a little bit on that one and a ton on this one. So I don't, why? I don't know. It's just what I did. Okay, right side. This one fits a little better. Okay, that one did fit a little better. Still got to do some trimming. The corners are slightly rounded. So, where's my corner rounder? I think, yeah, I'll probably round the corners again. Okay, so we'll trim these up, and then I just don't know if these are going to be big enough to fill up that pocket. I have a feeling we need to make one or two more things. So those hidden paper clips are probably getting made either way. This is going to be a long one, clearly. We still have the back pocket to do. Yeah, another long one from Kelli. But we're almost done! And I love how this project is turning out. It has been really cool. Okay, so I can see a little glue issue here. I have a gap where I didn't glue it down. Okay, let's see if this one has the same problem. Yep. That's weird. Okay, there. Is it the other side too? Yes, it is. Because I didn't glue the picture to the frame. It must be why. Get that glued down this side. And that side's good because I put a lot on that one. All right, let me grunge this one up and ink them both and move on to this hidden paper clip situation. Okay, I have my two Dutch Anderson cards done. I did a little stamping on the back of this one. I didn't actually put anything on the back of this one. I might, I don't know. I did do a little on the front though. So I just grunged this one up a bit with some ink and then just add a little stamping. So those are good to go. Let's check the book. Oh yeah, that's cool. It might need one more thing. Let's see here. What if we just use the rest of this card and tuck that in? This is a fun project because it's really an anything goes at this point. Just now that I've been doing it for so long, I'm far more comfortable just taking the larger printables and just kind of, you know, cutting them apart, making it work the way I want it to. So, but this would need something on the back. So you would see it just a little bit. So I might have to make something for the back of that one. We'll see. I'll probably do that off camera. And I don't know if I want to put anything on here. And now I don't think it needs the hidden paper clip thing. I'm not going to worry about this page anymore. I want to get this pocket done. I still need one thing here. What's that going to be? I don't know yet. I'll come up with something. Okay, let's move on to this last thing, this pocket. This tall, skinny pocket thing. Is that what I was doing, or was I adding it this way? No, I'm pretty confident I was going to do this and add a pocket to it. Let's cut it down. I want to do it from this side. Okay. So we'll go like that. Need to keep, so I got to rip around the whole thing. I didn't really think about that. That always makes the pocket smaller. It's going to be very skinny. I don't know if this is going to work the way I wanted it to. It's probably going to have to be, ooh, I don't like the way that tear ended. Ugh. It's actually probably going to have to be a pocket like that. I really wanted it up and down. Well, let's see what we can do. Not very good at tearing paper here like this. These little edges, it always kind of looks like that, like mountains. All right. So this piece, yeah, that's not gonna work. Was I gonna do a pocket like this? I must have. I feel confused. I probably should go back and watch my video, the earlier part of this video, to see what I was gonna do, but this is a good lesson. Here's why. The average person isn't doing a video of all of their crafting and then have it to go back and refer to, right? If I wasn't filming for you guys, I would have started this project a week ago and then been distracted and then sat back down, and if I didn't write myself notes, I would have to just wing it, right? Come up with a new plan or kind of try to remember what I was going to do, come up with something new. So that's how I'm going to treat this, because I can't remember. So this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. And I know I said I was gonna sew on it, but now I don't think I can, because then I'll lose even more of the pocket. So I'm just gonna have to do this. And I still want a window. Yeah, I'm gonna do the window part though. So it'll be fun to edit this and go back and go, oh, that's what I was gonna do. Yeah, I have no memory of what that was gonna be like. Will this even fit? Oof, it's gonna be close, but I think I can jam it through there. So I'll put a pocket there. I need, oh, here we go. That got moved. There we go. Just work. Ah! Work, please. Okay, I have my pocket. I also have all of my, oh boy, this is a mess. So I was using my laminator the other day. Sorry, my hair was in the way again. And I did a couple of things. I ran a clean sheet through. I ran this through. This was that transparency that I messed up on and printed on the wrong side. So I threw it inside this laminate sheet and ran it through my laminator. And that was a terrible idea because it squeegeed all that ink out. See how it's at the top here? So then I had to run another laminating sheet through just to clean off that ink. And thankfully, as you can see, it gets clean, so it worked. But there's still clearly some ink seeping out. So now I have this weird, like, blobby thing. So yeah, if you're going to use your laminator and you're going to want to do this trick I do with the alcohol ink, gotta clean this up, run some extra pages through while you have it out. It doesn't hurt to just do that, and then you'll have some on hand, and then you can have fun with some alcohol ink. So I have all these pieces. Like, this is laminate. I kind of use this as my, whenever I'm doing like a smaller piece or of anything, this is the piece I use to do it on, and then I'll just keep adding to it. So eventually I'll cut this all up and use it. These are some other pieces I have. And then this is just acetate packaging. I think that's what I'm going to use for this because it's the right weight, I guess is the right way to say that. So is this two? Yeah. So it's two sheets because it's a envelope or whatever, the packaging. So I'm going to cut this apart so I can use the piece I want. And I don't want this sticky bit anymore. Get rid of that. I mean, think of how much laminating, or not laminating, acetate packaging we have. Look, I can do it again to this piece. So there's no reason why you can't use acetate in a project. You have plenty on hand. You just have to remember to save your packaging. Okay, perfect. So let's see. I need this piece here. I'm gonna trim it just a bit more. I've got like the folded edge and I don't want that because things will get caught on it. It'll drive me crazy. Okay. I'm gonna cut it here. And I'm saving that because I can use that for something else. Okay, I can feel the alcohol on this side, not on this side. So I actually want the alcohol piece I can feel on the outside, so you can still kind of feel it through the envelope, the window. Okay. So I don't want it, there we go, coming out the top. All right, so that is ready to go. Let's glue it down. Oh, we're in the home stretch, friends. We're in the home stretch. Oh yeah, that's cool. Because then you can still see what was behind it when there's nothing in the pocket. Oh, I love this. Okay, so I'm just gonna do, ooh, hello, off-roading the edges. Yeah, I would not have been able to sew this because I would not have had enough real estate for that. Oh, please tell me I didn't do that upside down. Okay, would have been tragic. Okay, get that glued down. I don't think I want to do any stamping on it. I think I just want to be done with this. I have some ideas of other projects I want to get to, so I want to be done with this one. But I have loved this little mini book. Okay, so then that goes there. That, oh yes, that's exactly why I wanted a window. I want to be able to still see that that's like a little matchbook. Okay, but I'm not gonna put that in there because my luck it'll get glued in. So that'll go there. Okay, I really can't. I gotta finish this. This feels unfinished. We have to do something here. So what is it gonna be? Probably just a label, and then something else has to be tucked in here. It's got to be another card. I could use the other one of these. No, I don't know what to do. All right, I have a plan. I came up with a plan. So I'm gonna do a label on the front of some sort. Let's see if I have anything good in here. I think I'm just gonna put something down in the corner, and then maybe another one of these little black labels that says something good. Inmate, and that works. Fingerprints, no, I'm not using fingerprints. Number 4? No, that don't make sense. That don't make no sense. Forgery, 3, no. Come on, what else do I have? Injury, flee. Oh, yeah. Let's use that. Because the guy is a fugitive. He's on the lam. Okay, so we'll put this down. My hair out of the way again. It's time to chop it off, I think. Getting to that point. I don't know if you're like me. You have moods with your hair, and then like, it's time for a cut. My hair is very long right now. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Okay. So that'll just be simple, right? We don't need anything else. Then I was thinking for the back of this card of using the other parts of this mugshot and putting those on the back. So all I really have to do then is ink the card on the back, and then we'll put these side views And again, there's that crease, so I'll do that. And okay, so let me put this card together and then we'll do a flip through and I think we will be done with this project. Okay, it is completed. We're calling it good. The only last thing I want to do is maybe add a little bit of some vintage tape. So let's take a little peek at this, shall we? So again, cover is still flaking off. My first foray into really grunging with paste, I'm happy with this. So, okay, so this whole book now is basically a travel version of the larger folio. Okay, so we've got all kinds of bits of ephemera in here that were made, honestly, mostly out of scraps from all of the digitals that I have been working on this project with. So here is a great example of what you can do if you get to the end of a project and you still have all these scraps and you don't know what to do with them. You can make another whole book, another whole project out of all those scraps if you just start to reimagine what they look like. So I'm super thrilled with this. I really, really love all of these pieces I made with all of the the people, the photos. I'm really, really happy with that. And it was fun to try out new techniques and mediums that I'm not super used to. And just, I've already kind of forgotten what some of these look like. Yeah, I just love it. It's so fun. I mean, it's a morbid topic, right? But it's still super fun. Okay, I like that one that way there. Okay, we've got this piece here. This is kind of tucked in there. That's all right. Okay, moving on to the other side. Here's where I definitely wanted to put a piece of this. So these again are stickers that I've gotten from the First Love Club, or also known as the Reset Girl, but they're very similar to the Tim Holtz cello tape, but Corey Speaker is a friend of mine from the Reset Girl, and or she is the Reset Girl, and so I want to support her shop. So these are my preferred vintage tapes. Thank you very much. Okay, that didn't really work out the way I wanted to because of the color I put it over, so that didn't really work. How about a piece up here? And oh, I already have this one torn, I think. Did I already rip this? Yeah, I did. Hello! Here we go. So I have a piece ripped here. So I'll stick that right there. Oh yeah, that's cool. How about a piece right here? Use this one. I'm having a hard time with my fingernails. There we go. We'll just stick a piece right there. And I'm going to use a skinny one on this page here. Oh my gosh, I really need some fingernails. So annoying. I'll do a piece right there. Oh, I just love that. What a simple thing. Okay, I kind of got distracted with the tape, so flipping through this one again. Yeah, this is just, I could see myself making more of these accordion notebook or albums because this was a fun project. I'm really glad that I did this, and I just love all of these little like details every time I look at it. So many fun details. So, okay, friends. So that is my mini accordion fold travel log for the detective. That took me a lot to say. So thank you so much for coming along with me on this little journey and sticking around for all 3 parts. And don't forget, I said I was going to do that photo negative project. I'm going to actually shift that to another video, so that'll be coming. If you are watching this video and that's already available, I will make sure that it is in the playlist for the the case closed folio, so you'll find it there. And it'll probably be tucked in a few other playlists because I have a feeling that one's gonna be really fun to work on. So if you would like to see more of this project, make sure you check out the other videos if you haven't already. Make sure you check out the case closed playlist, and I will see you guys all next time. Oh, and give me a thumbs up, please. Thanks, friends. I'll see you next time. Bye.